Hey guys, how are you? I am so excited to do this reading. This is a general reading for the collective of all zodiac signs for the new moon in Aries with the total solar eclipse. I know it's huge, it's happening. It will be exact and perfected. Totality, I believe, of the eclipse is around 2:17 p.m. I'm using the Eastern time for that. But you want to check your local listings. For those of you who are traveling in North America along the path of totality to see it, I'm so excited for you. Don't hesitate to, if you are able to take any photographs, and you can email them to me at awakenedpriestess@gmail.com. I'll put them on the community page and give you photo credit. Yeah, and of anything, of the fans, of the crowds, of the sky, of whatever you can reasonably take without injuring yourself. Yes, so that's what's happening on April 8th. It'll be the 9th, I believe, in Australia, but super exciting. So here's what I want to tell you. I'm going to read a little bit from Magic of I, but first I want to pull from Starry Beginnings to activate this reading. This is not, your mother's new moon. It's something really special. And so I'm going to give you some poetry, more poetic than I can write about it. Here we go. Let's see what comes through. This is for all signs. You are breath, card number 9. Listen and connect to your intuition. Dissolve attachments of the past with love. It no longer holds power over you. Card number 10. I love the 9-10, the completion. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. And card 14. Stay strong. Be a guiding light. Ground yourself and be love. So listen and connect to your intuition is for the shadow element of this new moon, right? The moon finally gets an exact selfie. I uploaded a little meme for a photo, but like it's a photo bomb, right? The moon gets up close and personal with the sun. And normally the moon takes a back seat during the new moon. So I love the listen and connect to your intuition, because as we have that power down moment where in the broad daylight here in North America, it could go very dark for a lot of you along the path. It's like where we meet our shadow face to face. And sometimes we just have to listen to our own breath and follow our intuition of where we feel we're being led. So I love that message. I love the dissolve attachments of the past with love, because it no longer holds power over you. Card number 10, tense is completion. And this is all about, this new moon is occurring in conjunction with the North Node in Aries. So it's all about where we're headed, and we can't, keep lugging the chains of the past along with us. So I love that what no longer, holds power over you is meant to be released. Card 14 is interesting. Stay strong and be a guiding light. Ground yourself and be love. It's hard to kind of ground yourself in all the Aries energy, which is like being shot out of a cannon. I'm going to tell you that in a minute. I like the guiding light. So, Aries is all about bravery and courage. So the stay strong makes sense. But for those of you who are capable of it during this eclipse, definitely ground yourself, continue your work and your path as a light worker to support those who are maybe feeling a little more unmoored than you are. So here's what I want to say. This is time stamped, so you can jump ahead to tarot if you so desire. I'm going to just sort of read it and maybe embellish a little teeny tiny bit. It says, well, if we ever had a reset button to begin again, this is the new moon eclipse that would be one of them. And new moons usually are quieter times of introspection and intention setting. It is the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Chiron, the North Node, all in Aries, though, that changes the flavor of this new moon drastically. Venus, not so much. Venus is in Aries, but she's not going to be impacted as much by this event. I'm going to give you the degree points now because the new moon and the eclipse is happening at 19 degrees of Aries. I'm just going to leave it at that. There are some minutes involved, but let's just say 19 degrees. And when we're talking about the luminaries, the sun and the moon, we give a 10-degree orb for that. So anything on your chart between 9 degrees and 29 degrees, right? Because 10 degrees on one side of the 19 and 10 degrees on the other side is basically 9 to 29 degrees of the sign of Aries. Any powerful planets, points, right, that you have there. I don't have any planets there, but my MC is there. And the MC is career. It's, you know, what I'm doing here, kind of, sort of. So I wanted to give you that range so you know how to interpret. In the comments, I will pin a link to an article that talks about those aspects to any natal planets so that you can read for yourself. It's a trusted source. It's just a woman and her website, Big Sky Astrology. I trust her. I wouldn't put anything there that's junked up with all kinds of ads and other junk. So check that out. So this is a powerful time for healing because Chiron is in the mix, and Chiron is the wounded healer. It's a powerful time for starting anew. New moons are often about that, but so are eclipses. And one of the most transformational times with this total solar eclipse of the year, unveiling multiple opportunities to work with this reset point. It is a reset point. So you want to leave the past, right? You want to leave past dust to settle. Where's that card? Right here. It no longer holds power over you. You're going to stay strong and be a guiding light for others during uncertain times. Imagine in the Wayback Machine that people didn't understand why it went dark in the middle of the day and, right, began erecting idols and praying to all kinds of sun gods and feeling like maybe the world was over and life was ending. So it is a reset because, of course, that, you know, it only goes dark for a little while and then it opens up again. And it's like we get a brand new start. Imagine how those people felt, like, oh my God, it's not over, it's not ended. So if you've been navigating something during this eclipse window, we had the lunar eclipse with the full moon. Now we have the solar eclipse with the new moon. And you want to take note of those themes. Most of it has been on the relationship axis, Aries to Libra. And, you know, take note of any clarity that may have come through or been available. Because now we're going into the inner world. With the full moon and the lunar eclipse, it was like all of our outer world. This is a lot heavier. And, you know, it's going to be exposed a little bit more than maybe is comfortable for some people. Energy and inspiration should be abundant. That's an Aries theme. And we can use this to creatively heal and repair. Yes, yes, yes. And as with any big Aries energy, watch tempers, watch your temper. Words, watch your words. Mercury is retrograde in the sign of Aries right now. I kind of like it. When I did the April 2024 energy update, that theme was that this Mercury retrograde is actually working for you in your connections, because it causes us to pull back and watch our words and really look for what's going on under the surface and our motivations and sensitivities, etc. So I like that. Yeah, and if there are conflicts going on, take a time out. Really, that's been coming through all the readings in this series as well. So the totality is mostly over the United States, heading, you know, from Texas up through far northeast Canada. So again, if you're traveling there, be careful. The birds will go quiet. The insects wake up. The stars come out in the middle of the day. It's so cool in that momentary darkness. It's like we get to really take stock of who we are, Aries, first house, and why we're here, North Node, and where we're headed. Okay, so that's all I have for you. Let's jump into some tarot, shall we? I just love what's happening. I didn't want to get too nitty-gritty. I just wanted to give you the poetry of it. And let's see what comes through for all signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus of all signs. And then in the extended, I will go around the zodiac and do mini spreads for each sign. So if you want a deeper dive, there's a link to that in the description box below. Please note, if you have any membership, whether it's the All Access Pass or any of the new individual Zodiac monthlies, you already get the extended. So just go to moments.com and log into your account, and you will need to navigate to the New Moon collection, and you'll see it there. Okay? Here we go. Oh, love it. Overall energy is the Chariot. Yes, triumph, victory, moving forward. What's the challenge here? Page of Pentacles, beginning again, fresh starts, where there may be something we have to learn. Almost as if there's a little bit of a warning here. Don't get too carried away. You're still going to be in a little bit of a new understanding of yourself and your path forward for a little bit of a time. It's why we do what we do as light workers and way showers, is every now and then we got to check in and say, oh, there's something more I have to learn here so that I can light the path and show the way for others. So I sort of like that Page of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles and unconscious awareness, coming up with creative solutions to a problem, being dedicated and focused on working through anything that's a challenge. Here in the past, recent past, Ace of Cups, our one true love, lovely in our conscious awareness, Page of Cups. So this is talking, it can be talking about messages of love or apology if it's needed. But to me, the focus on this in our conscious awareness is our sincerity. Are we coming from the trueness and the fullness of our sincerity? Deep within. There's like no mistake with the Page of Cups. When you see that, yes, all cards have reversed energy, and sometimes the Page of Cups doesn't take things too seriously. But to me, it's coming through in a way that says, since this eclipse is about us, this is more about us. It's about our sincerity and speaking from our hearts, truly and sincerely. And then, wow, Three of Wands. And then wait for that wave to come in, anticipate it, and prepare to catch it. This is the future. Oh, I love that. Okay, so this is abbreviated because I want to spend a little more time in the extended. Let's see, Chariot and Page of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Moving into the future, the world, closing out. Wow, closing out old cycles. This is beginning new. This Ten of Pentacles. A new vision of our future. Underneath is the Emperor. Where are we headed with our divine counterpart? Are we moving forward? Well, the challenge is that the path may be a little new. We may be closing out old cycles and beginning a cycle that takes us into the future with our beloved. And sometimes we have to shift gears and learn a new back road. It just feels really like something new is happening. We're in a phase of learning and growing and beginning fresh. Let's see the Eight of Pentacles. Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups, Death and rebirth. Okay. What isn't right? Okay. Ace of Swords. In your unconscious awareness, you're already being shown things with clarity. You're already being given this gift of insight. You've been on this eclipse journey in the wormhole, as we say, and things are coming to light. What's workable versus what's not, right? What's not workable? What message did we get? It no longer holds power over you. Dissolve attachments of the past with love. Move on. Death and rebirth. Anytime we leave something behind, we prepare for the sun to rise again and to be born anew. It feels to me like this is representing an ending of what doesn't work anymore in our unconscious awareness. So when everything powers down and we meet the shadow, this is where we're going. Honestly, Ace of Swords, what's working and what's not? Is it something that we can work through? If so, prepare for it to be new and maybe a little bumpy, right? You'll have some things to learn along the way. This to me, and I've said it in a couple of readings this past week, this to me feels like learning how to fly the plane as we build it, right? So you don't want to get to full altitude because that could be really dicey. And especially because whatever we're doing here impacts a new cycle for the future with our beloved or as the divine masculine, whichever you identify with. This is Aries energy, by the way. So that feels pretty significant. But I feel like in that power down moment, when it all kind of goes dark and we meet our shadow face to face, this is what we'll be examining. What's workable, what's not. What's not, leave behind with love. You're not going that way anyway. So let's look at the Ace of Cups in the past, representing the gift of deep love. One true love, the love of a lifetime. There's the Ten of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Four of Wands. Yes, Queen of Wands is Aries energy too. So I love that we have masculine and feminine energies identified here through Aries, the Emperor and the Queen of Wands. But in the past, this has been the gift, right? That vision of perhaps a perfect love, that happily ever after. It's ours for the taking, and it feels joyous and passionate, and we feel driven and motivated and inspired by it. Four of Wands, this very beautiful sacred connection, feels to me like that's been the focus all up till now. And at this point, we're either moving forward in a new way in our connections and leaving something behind that doesn't work in the situation anymore, or just leaving a connection behind in search of something new. But we got to access those realities from a true place, sincere in our hearts, speak with love, release with love, or prepare to move forward with messages from the heart. Don't get stuck. Wow, look at this. This is hard. This is really hard. Yeah, Page of Cups, Eight of Swords. Second guessing every little thing. Second guessing ourselves, overthinking it. Ten of Wands, feeling the burden of it all. It does feel very heavy. Nine of Swords underneath. It's anxiety provoking. For some of us, creating a situation that we're so preoccupied with that we forget what it's really about. And what it's really about is if you just speak your true heart, you can release a lot of things that have weighed you down. Sure, the Eight of Swords is telling you, yeah, you don't trust how it might turn out. So you don't know your next best step. But the message in the shadow that we're all going to be contending with is, well, what's true for you, Ace of Swords? That's your guide. And then just speak from there. And what is meant to stay, stays. And what is meant to go, goes. And you have to be able to release it with love. Ooh, boy, I feel this. This is perfect. So then in the near future, get on the other side of all this. What's waiting for us? Three of Wands. It's a ships coming in card in this case. Catching a wave. Page of Swords. Ace of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. There will be this energy of I'm going to proceed with caution, which I think makes a lot of sense. But, you know, our curiosity comes back in, truths are spoken into existence, and then that Ace of Wands, there's like that, the waves coming in, keep your eye on it, and be prepared to take action in the moment, and then proceed with caution, meaning don't catch a rogue wave. I don't care what his name is. Okay. I love you guys. So we have the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Let's hope that we have Ace of Pentacles energy in the mix too for those 4 aces of all this new energy. Let me give you the astrology before I do. A reminder, the link to the one-time purchase extended for all the zodiac signs. I'm going to go around each one. That is in the description box below. If you have any kind of a membership, go to moments.com to access your active membership, and then just scroll till you get to the new moon collection, and it will be there immediately following this reading. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Astrologically speaking, Cancerian energy with the Chariot. Page of Pentacles is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have the World card is Saturn, Aquarius, and Capricorn. Our Emperor, as I said, is Aries. Death and rebirth is Scorpio. We've got the Queen of Wands is more Aries. The Page of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And then we have the Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And the Knight of Pentacles is some Virgo energy. So short and sweet, but definitely on target with this new moon. I'm headed to the extended now, but let me send you new moon, total solar eclipse, blessings, energy, support. Yeah, don't hesitate to come into the comments with your questions about it. Don't forget, I'm pinning in the comments the link to a very good article where you can look at any natal connections if there are aspects to any natal planets or points. That's what I have for you. Sending you so much love. See you over the extended. Bye for now.